Hello, my name is Chris, and I'm with Dogleg Golf. If you just happen to stumble upon this for a YouTube search for the BOBLOV Rangefinder, definitely hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and check out some of my other videos on my channel. Today we're doing something totally new. For anyone who's a fan of my channel, what I primarily do on my golf channel is mainly highlight golf videos. But today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to review the BOBLOV Rangefinder. So kind of a little backstory of how this came about. I'm a pretty big fan of the Bogey Brothas, obviously. I happened to see on their channel that they reviewed this product, and I think they did a great job of their review and actually take it to the golf course and actually using the wheel and actually measuring the exact yardage from a construction basis. That's as good as you can do. Check out the Bogey Bros link to the BOBLOV review. I'll definitely put that in the link below. So BOBLOV actually reached out to me through Instagram on my Instagram page and wanting me to review the BOBLOV Rangefinder. So I saw Bogey Bros review, and I've never ever used a rangefinder before. So this is the first time that I'll even be trying out any rangefinder. Before going out on the course, I'd like to do a little unboxing of the BOBLOV Rangefinder. So this is what I received from BOBLOV. This is the BOBLOV Rangefinder. It says PF600. It says a slope golf rangefinder measures slope as well as speed measurement. And then it says on this side of the box over here, it says it's used for golf, hunting, race watching, forestry, electricity, as well as traffic surveys. Very interesting. And it says BOBLOV is dedicated to offer the best service. To reach BOBLOV's customer service, please email us. And then it shows here a nice little rangefinder in his back pocket. So let's take a look. Let's open it up. Let's see what we got here. So I'm opening up the box right out of the gate. Looks like it comes in a really nice case. Really cool little case. It has a nice little strap on this side if you want to attach it to anything. So let's open it up. Nice little plastic felt here. A little plastic cover that protects the rangefinder, at least kind of out of the box. So here's the BOBLOV Rangefinder right out of the box. This is what we got. As you can see here, it says BOBLOV Golf Laser Rangefinder. And you see one side, you can have the little lens to adjust. This is where you actually look through the rangefinder to actually see your intended target. And then you also have here that mentions it has the CR2 3-volt battery, not your typical battery, but it's shown here on this side. And that's the actual lens that is going at the target that you're going to measure the distance to on the other side. So this is the BOBLOV Rangefinder right out of the box. This is what we come out of the box. It just from initially holding it. I really haven't held too many rangefinders before, but taking a look at this, it feels pretty light. I really feel like this is something, if I need to carry in the course, that's not gonna feel too heavy, or if I need to put it in my pocket or my back pocket, I can kind of just have this right on my hands, my fingertips, and just hold on to it pretty quickly. So that seems very good. What else is included in the box? Looks like we got little cloth. It looks like it could be used for cleaning the lens. That looks really nice. I like it. Very similar to something you see for eyeglasses. As well as instructions. This is instructions here, which is good. Shows kind of how to install the battery. It looks like it came with the battery compartment. So it looks like just from here, it looks like it has a little spot here you can open the battery compartment just by sliding the case. And it looks like this is a battery that I really haven't seen. It's not your typical AAA or AA battery. It looks like a 3-volt CR2 Marcel. So it's definitely a different kind of battery that would be used. The BOBLOV Rangefinder won't immediately start up out of the box. Just make sure to take the battery out of the compartment. It has a little plastic cover on it. So make sure to remove that from the plastic and reinsert the battery the correct way. And then you can actually turn on the BOBLOV Rangefinder and start measuring your distances. You could change the features by hitting the M button to go from meters to yards, which obviously in the United States we're going to be using yards, but other conversions, other people playing in Europe or in different countries want to use meters for their shots. So that is good to have that. Really note something that's very interesting for golf is that it has a golf slope adjusted mode. So it does the distance and slope adjusted distance plus angle, so for a flag locking mode. And so it notes as well as to adjust for pressing the M and the flag for gold slope adjusted, aiming at target B. So it gives you some nice little geometry here, going back into the math days of engineering for being able to do the distance. So really one thing that seems to distinguish this rangefinder from potentially other rangefinders is it really does do the slope measurement calculation, which can certainly affect the distance from what maybe a normal rangefinder would find. So I'm curious to see how this will work. I think Balboa Park Golf Course will be a pretty nice course to do a test to see how it factors in the slope. There are a lot of holes that do slope a little bit uphill or downhill, and this definitely will see what this comes out to be compared to the leading competitor rangefinder. So I'm actually going to be going out today to Balboa Park Golf Course out in San Diego with a friend of mine, Tim, and we're going to compare the BOBLOV with his rangefinder from a leading competitor, and we'll see how that comes out. All right, we're on hole number 2 here. Tim and I both bombed our drives at Balboa Park, and Tim is gauging the distance with his rangefinder. What do you got, Tim?
245.
He's got 245 to the pin. Okay, let's see how he does. Good ball here, just left of the pin, left side of the green. It's bouncing up. It is just on the very front left of the green. Good shot by Tim.
Thank you.
Well done. Way to use his nice rangefinder. Let's see if I can do the same. So I got the BOBLOV here at Balboa Park.
There you go. Oh yeah. Get a good bounce, get a good bounce. Oh.
All right, so the results of our shots, Tim ended up being basically just short left. Gonna have a short little putt. And I ended up making it on. I got a great bounce, I'll take that. But I'll have an eagle putt here as well. Alright, so for part 2 of this BOBLOV review, we're going to do a significant slope here. Looks like we're at Balboa Park, hole number 4. And we're going to do a little test to see what the adjusted yardage was, because that's what it really shows, and see how much of a difference it shows on the yardage. So it shows 4 degrees of slope uphill. It shows 177 from this location, and then 190 adjusted. So 177 would normally be probably a 6-iron for me. 190, we're looking more like a 5-iron, so it's uphill. I'm gonna hit a nice smooth 5-iron and see how it goes. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Havoff made a pretty good adjustment here. Ended up in the back of the green. So we got Tim here. He's gonna take a quick look at the BOBLOV and see what distance he gets. He's doing a little test right now to see what he gets.
198, does that make sense?
198 from there. Just do it from up there, and we'll see what you get with his own rangefinder.
193 thereabouts. It bounces around.
193. Was that the top or the bottom number?
The bottom number.
That was the bottom number. Okay.
What's the yardage?
That was the adjusted with slope, which looks pretty flat, honestly, overall.
Pretty flat.
It's probably not much slope. Let's see what he gets with his regular rangefinder.
Oh my God. 168.
168.
I was hitting the back hill. That's the thing with the other one. It was really hard to hit the pin.
With the BOBLOV.
Yeah, with the bob. Yeah. Because see, this has the vibration when it hits.
Yeah.
I love that. 168, but the hole plays long. Let me assure you.
Okay. I was gonna say, because we said 190, like that's 20 more than the scorecard.
adjusted. 170 now.
Wow, 170. Yeah, I play one extra club pretty much on this hole.
175. I feel like it takes me a few times to hit it to get it right. 175.
I don't like how it bounces around. Mine doesn't give us many numbers. It waits till it locks, then it gives you a number, which is my 180 club total distance. So
Yeah, 167. It gives you the buzz.
It's nice,
This
isn't it?
gives you the buzz. 167.
And it's not giving you all these numbers until you're ready. Like,
Yes.
it locks in, then shows you the number.
Then you know you're there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is right at it.
A little bit left.
Just a little left. It's starting to leave a little left. Good bounce, though. Great bounce. Right in front.
All right, welcome back. We just wrapped up our round at Balboa Park Golf Course with Tim, and we got to use the BOBLOV rangefinder out on the golf course. Gotta say, there's a lot of positives I want to draw from today's round with the BOBLOV. Just right off the gate, it's a very lightweight device, pretty easy to carry, and it was pretty easy overall to just be able to turn the BOBLOV on and to be able to shoot at the target. Felt pretty easy to get to pressing 2 buttons. One thing I really was very impressed with overall was how it measured the slope. So I was on the first hole. It was about 365 yards overall to the pin, and it's a very significantly downhill slope. It actually told me what that slope was and what the adjusted was. So it's really only playing, 30 yards less. And that was a pretty fair slope adjustment considering it's about a 370 yard hole. So that ended up, instead of going with potentially driver or 3-wood, that sets up more, particularly for a 2-iron. So that type of strategy, factoring the actual slope, is a huge advantage of something like to use with the BOBLOV in comparison with some of the league competitors. Some other positives to draw from it is that it can actually pick, not just necessarily lock into a pin, but it actually can zone into any point, and pick. So in one example, there was a group we were waiting for on the 4th hole, little Dogleg to the left. So I was able on the tee shot to see that they were about 200 yards away, which I was ideally thinking, hey, this is where I want to hit my ball to. So that was really good that I was able to say, hey, let me hit a 4-iron here. Another positive about the BOBLOV rangefinder, the price point is pretty fair compared to the competitors. So I actually saw this available from a third-party market as low as $76. So I actually saw that this is a pretty fair price point as far as what you're going to get, as far as being able to at least hit targets and be able to, it has a lot of capabilities with the golf and the hunting. And so one con, if I had to say any challenges for the rangefinder that I think the development team needs to work on from the BOBLOV side would definitely be the lack of having a lock-in feature. That's something that I think the lead competitors have an edge over this product. Overall, from my experience with Tim on the golf course, when he was able to shoot to the pin, he was able on the first try to get that lock in, and then he got a buzz, a vibration that really told him, hey, this is the exact distance to the pin, this is confirmed. Unfortunately, a few times when I was on the course and I was shooting this, sometimes it wouldn't always hit the pin. Sometimes it either hit the mound in front of the pin, or it hit the hill behind the hole, or it hit a tree behind the hole. So sometimes I'd see the distance right away on the first try or even the second try that it wouldn't quite get the distance correctly compared to what would be a fair yardage within even close number. So when I had actually used the lead competitor brand, it would only vary between a yard or 2. But when I used the BOBLOV, the variance of hitting a different target was often varied by 20, 30, 40 yards. So that's unfortunately very challenging if I'm looking to quickly go up there and get a distance and quickly know exactly, hey, this is my distance to the pin. I need this info. Get it me quickly and done. So that's one caveat that I really think the BOBLOV team really needs to take a look at and really see if they could develop this in a future model. Maybe they have other models of BOBLOV that actually do a lock-in feature that actually gets to the pin, gives you vibration, and that you actually shot the pin, that you didn't shoot necessarily an arbitrary target. And that can make a big difference when being on the golf course. So overall, would I recommend this product to a golfer that is going out to the golf course and looking to play? I would recommend this as a great value option if you're looking for a starting rangefinder, if you haven't used a rangefinder before and just want to get some any general distances to certain locations. This definitely can come in handy. It's a really great value. If you're definitely on a budget, this is definitely one of the top rangefinders that, from what I've seen, that I would definitely recommend this to a competitor. But if you're really looking to, as far as time limits and time constraints, in quickly getting that yardage and really getting what you need quickly, going out and having the rangefinder, hitting the pin right away. I don't have as much experience shooting pins, so I think maybe with more precision and more time and more steady hands, eventually maybe I could continue working with this and getting the right distance. But if you really need that pin, I really want that lock in. I really want that vibration and know that I really hit the pin. So I think that's a big objective of having a rangefinder, is that trust that when you got the yardage that this is really the correct number. So having said that, am I going to use this product going forward? Most likely I'll be using my GPS watch, which I've been generally using, which gives me middle of the pin, and most in regards, and actually, I sometimes prefer when I play golf to actually aim at the middle of the green anyway, and I usually just vary it based upon if the pin is a little bit in front, and usually there's someone else in my group that does have a rangefinder that's really able to shoot a pin yardage, but I like to shoot for middle of greens. That's how I usually play, and that's the middle of distance that I typically look at. Thanks again for watching another episode of Double Dogleg Golf, and I really do like this product. Thank you again, BOBLOV, for sending me a rangefinder to try out, and it's my first product review, and thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Bye.